Yes, yes, yes. We're still on ecosystem. See, the last piece of food chain, food web is this one that we are going to talk about today. Just check class. You can see that we have questions such as these ones. Which organisms is occupying which level? You see this one, food web. I mean, food pyramid. Sorry, food pyramid that you are going to see right now. That's what we're gonna talk about in today's presentation, and then maybe some bit of calculations. What percentage of energy is being transferred from one trophic level to another, and then we need to see these questions. We have discussed them and we have presented on them, but basically we need to see draw a food chain of this pyramid. These are technical also questions, class. So please, without wasting any time, let's go quickly to the questions, and then we can be able to relate and apply what we have learned during the course of the semester or during the course of the term. So a pyramid, a food pyramid is shown. A food pyramid is shown below for a simple food chain involving a rabbit, involving a fork, involving grassy. So the pyramid shows how many energy kilojoules, how many energy in kilojoules. These are the units of energy. Anyway, I guess all we know that energy is measured in kilojoules and is passed at each trophic level. We said that the trophic level is the we are talking about each level which is within the which is represented on the pyramid. So we are saying we have got a trophic level one, we have got two, we have got three trophic levels in this case. So now what we need to understand is questions that are following. So the question is saying which of the organisms will occupy the first will occupy one the first trophic level, which of the organisms will occupy the first trophic level. So what I've said last time is that these questions, class, they are the commonest ones that we always find, and we to understand that there is no way where you can find yourself writing questions and you are not able to understand. I mean, you are not able to see or get questions arising from this. So what happens here is that food chain, guys, food pyramids are always part of our question papers or part of our evaluation and assessment. So which organisms will occupy the first trophic level? We are talking about this one. What is this one that is occupying the first trophic level? Which organism can be there? So I can say this can be, we are saying this can be, it is producer. Our first trophic level is made of producer. What is that can be a producer? We are saying, according to the context that is given there, there is grass that is given there. So grass is forming the first trophic level. So it is grassy that is shown here. Which organism? It is grassy. So we are saying grassy is correct, and then we get our 1 mark there. And then second trophic level, second trophic level, it should be something that fit on grassy. So from this, what is it that can fit on grassy? We are given this one as a rabbit. A rabbit fits on grass. So we can say that it can be second trophic level. We just need to say that it's a herbivore. This one, it's a herbivore. It's a herbivore, which we can just say, otherwise we can say it's a primary consumer. It's a herbivore or a primary consumer, or that can also be correct. But what we need to know is the organism that we can give there. It is a what? It is a rabbit, according to the information that we are given in our context there. So our rabbit is also correct. we can say that it's a rabbit because it is what is a primary consumer according to the graph that we are given the information. And then third trophic level should be a secondary consumer. Third trophic level, we are saying this should be a secondary consumer. This can be a secondary consumer, which we always say that is supposed to be a carnivore, which must be a carnivore anyway. So according to this one, which one can be a carnivore? We are having our carnivore as a what? As a fox. That is there according to our information that we are given. So our third trophic level is a carnivore, which we can put as a fox in that according to the information that we are given. Also in this case, it is a what? It's a fox according to the information. So what needs to be understood, class, here, the technical question here, or the technical knowledge that you are being tested of, is that you are not supposed to derive your own organisms. You don't assume, but what you need to work with is you are working with information that is given according to the context of the question paper. I'm saying we are given our organisms as these ones that are given there. One, two, three. Those are the organisms that you are typically applying according to the levels that are given in this question. I mean, according to the context of the question that are given in this regard. So, next question is saying, what percentage of energy is transferred to the second and the third trophic levels, respectively? So, we say that this is a biomass. It is showing our energy transfer, from one level to another. Like we said, one, two, three that are shown there. We are given our energy transfer from the various trophic levels that are given. So now, what we need to understand is that how much energy is being transferred there. How much energy is being transferred. So what we need to look at is that we are seeing energy is decreasing anyway. It's 100, it goes to 10, it goes to 1. So averagely, we can see that there is a decrease in energy. And then, so what we can say is that the energy transfer is that we are seeing there is uh, what you call a 10% percentage from to trophic level 2. That can be a 10% that we can see 100 kilojoules, and then we have got what we have got 10 there, and then from 10 we have 1. So in other words, what we are saying is that what percentage of energy is being transferred. I want us to begin by saying uh there is a decrease in energy, which is there. Of course, I'm saying, firstly, I want us to note that there is a decrease, which is shown according to our graph here. There is a decrease that is shown according to our graph there. So that decrease, what is happening? We are seeing 100 to 10, 100 to 10 to 1. So what we are seeing here is that there is a decrease in energy. So, in other words, we can say, on average, what energy is being transferred from trophic level 2 to trophic level 3. This we can say that 10% of energy, as we can see from we are saying this is second and this is third. So, what we can see is that second trophic level is 10%. So, second trophic level, we have got 10%. 10% is being transferred. That's what we are seeing there. And then, secondly, we are also seeing third trophic level third trophic level, what do we see or what do we have? We are saying it is 10 to 1. So how much percentage is being transferred? So 10% of 10, that is what? That can be a 1%. That can be a 1%. So our answers is what? Here is 1%. So in simple terms, our answers is that we can say 10% and 1%. That is on what? According to the second and the third trophic level, we are seeing a 10% and also 1%. It was 100 kilojoules and then it went to 10. From 10, it went to 1. So averagely, we are saying there is a 10% energy transfer on the first, from the first to the second. And then obviously again, or as we can see there, it goes from 10 to 1. Therefore, it is that percentage that we are seeing. And then state two reasons why there is loss of energy at each trophic level, at each transfer. Why is there loss of energy at each transfer? That is what we are seeing. We are saying this decrease that we are seeing here, the decrease that is being experienced here, what is causing this decrease? It is what? It is loss of energy. It is loss of energy. And the question is saying, why is there loss of energy? Why is there loss of energy? So now, what is causing the loss of energy here? I explained it in the previous question that there is loss of energy at each trophic level. Energy is lost. One, energy is lost as heat in respiration. Energy is lost as heat in respiration. Energy is lost as heat in respiration. Two, what can we say again? Energy is lost. Energy is lost in waste products. Energy is lost in waste products. So it this waste product is that energy is lost in excretion. Energy is lost in excretion, or we can say ingestion. Energy is lost in excretion or ingestion, which we are saying that is the waste product that we are talking about in the waste of urine, or also undigested food material, or undigested material. These are the ways through which energy is lost. So basically, those are the reasons why energy is what is lost. There is loss of energy at each transfer. Heat during respiration. We said respiration, when organisms respire, there is also a loss of energy there, which can need to be understood there. And then the next question is saying, draw a food chain of this pyramid. We said the food chain of this, the question is of this class, of this NB. The question is saying of this pyramid. So I said, according to this pyramid, what do we have? We have got our organisms, which are rabbit, fox, and sun. I mean, rabbit, fox, and grass. So a food chain that we can draw from rabbit, we have got grassy, obviously. We can say grass, rabbit, and then we have got our fox. Obviously, maybe we can say there is obviously the sun, which can also come in any case, which must also support the grass. So what we are saying is, of this pyramid is the question of food, I mean the food chain for this pyramid, for this pyramid. So our question is saying we are not assuming, but we are use NB, use organisms referred in context. That is where the marks are coming from, class. You are supposed to use organisms that are referred in context, not to assume your own. So grassy, rabbit, and fox is the order of the chain that we are seeing there, is the order of the organisms that we are given. The food chain that can come out of this is supposed to have those organisms that we are having there. Grassy, rabbit, and that one. That is what is happening. So I'm sure that we are understanding this. And then the last question is saying, what is the original source of energy for this food chain? Remember to say in any food chain, the source of energy in a food chain, don't forget that it is the what? It is the sun. The sun is the source of energy. Sun. Sun is the source of energy, class. The sun is the source of energy. In this energy, the plants are producers that are taking the incoming solar energy and converting it into chemical energy that is being transferred across all the organisms that are in the chain. So the sun is the source. Therefore, we have our 1 mark as well. And also for the other question is saying food chain draw. We also have your what? You also have your 2 marks, which are also very correct. So class, thank you very much for your time. And okay, again, don't forget to comment, to like, share, and also uh, keep on connected, and by subscribing to our channel. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful stay. Metric Hub is there for you, and let's do it together.